What is going on, guys? It is Eden back with another video, and in this video we will be talking about all the news that Gameinformer released during the last couple of days. So, the map that Gameinformer released in the short little video a few days ago named Gibraltar is now confirmed to be in the World War II beta. And if you didn't see this map, it's some sort of fortress near the coast. And it is also confirmed that you should be able to play all modes on this map. There is also another thing that will be in the headquarters where it's a VIP area. Now, not much is known about this, but it is said that you will unlock this VIP area once you prestige. So that's all we know about the VIP area right now, but you know, this is another incentive it gives you to prestige. Okay, how did I score that? Anyway, so yeah, I mean, I know a lot of people that don't prestige just because they don't see a point in it, and this might actually give them and other people a reason. That was awful. And another thing that came out was apparently you can watch people open their supply drops from the headquarters, which also not much is really known about it. They explained it a little bit about saying the higher your public score is, something around those lines, that you would get better loot from your supply drops if your score in that is higher. So I'm assuming that when you do stuff inside the headquarters, your social score goes up, which then gives you better loot when you open your supply drops. I don't know how I feel about that, because they said this is like move forward for friends, which I'm not sure. I don't know. I think that that's good for people who have, you know, a lot of friends that play Call of Duty, but me, I don't have friends that play Call of Duty. I don't have friends that play many games at all. So the people who usually just play alone seems like they might be getting shafted from all of this, which I'm not sure I agree with. But obviously we will have to wait and see. Maybe it's just the sort of thing where they have random stuff that if you're only in a party of one yourself, maybe you can do other stuff in the headquarters so you can get your social score up to the same height as people who are in a party, but they just do different stuff compared to you. Another thing that came out a few weeks ago is the Pit, which is a 1v1 space to test various skills. So this just seems like it's just a 1v1 place, but just not inside a custom game. You just do it right in the headquarters where everybody can see you. And that seems interesting, but I'm not sure if that will be utilized a whole lot, to be completely honest. I don't see a lot of people using that space. I mean, who actually does 1v1s and we just got tripled. No. Who actually does 1v1s and cares anymore? You know, if this was a sort of thing that came out 3 years ago or something, I feel like it would be a lot more hyped up than it has been. But yeah. Another thing, headquarters has voice chat, which, how did they get, oh, there's somebody on the show. Okay. They have voice chat. proximity-based voice chat. So if you are close enough to somebody else inside the headquarters that has a mic, you will be able to hear them. Okay, that's fine with me. I wish there was forced game chat, because on PS4 nowadays, a very small amount of people have mics, and when they do, they're usually already in parties. One of the things that I liked Call of Duty about was the whole thing about, forced game chat and stuff in S&D, where you just had to do it, and you could just hear all types of people, whether they're just, like, and anyway, and apparently the developers on the game said they didn't want that anymore because of bullying or something along those lines. And I didn't really understand that, because if somebody was bullying you, you just muted them, Instead, they just get rid of the whole feature. And yeah, and they have a 10 line. Yeah. And there will also be dynamic events. So they give one example in this Gameinformer article, and it says aerial scramble that drives players to anti-air guns to fend off the base from enemy aircraft. There's not much to be said with that. It's pretty straightforward, but are people actually going to go to the anti-aircraft place and shoot those things down? I feel like they won't, because the majority of people in headquarters, I feel like, are just going to be AFK or opening supply drops. So what if you're in the middle of a supply drop opening and these things just go overhead? What's going to happen? Like, does the whole headquarters just blow up and you all die? Then you have to reset the headquarters? I don't really understand that. And of course, there are seasonal events in the headquarters. So, Christmas, we might see some lights hung around, and then, in the last few days before the new game comes out, whenever that is, like November 3rd or 4th, after World War II, we might even get a Halloween-based seasonal event. Or we could get one in the summer, just like we did with this year's Days of Summer, which was kind of lame, but hopefully they will improve on that. So, all of this just sounds like there's going to be more support for the game, more everything, which sounds really good, but hopefully they improve the game and they spend time in parts of the game that actually matter, not just adding more and more to supply drops and everything, and not focusing on, like, the stuff in the game that needs to be fixed. Another the final thing in this Gameinformer thing, in the Gameinformer article, is that the game's cosmetic items aim to be authentic and genuine for the time period. So basically, it's going to be cosmetic at launch, and then basically 2 months after, they're gonna add something that's non-cosmetic, because Activision is forcing them, and Activision's money people who are even above Activision are forcing them to tell the developers to put stuff in so they can make more money. So, you can hate the supply drop system all you want, but it's going to be here to stay, unfortunately. I mean, I don't like it. I would prefer that it wasn't in the game, but oh well. We just kind of have to live with it now. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe. It would mean so much. I started streaming on Twitch. I will put that down in the description below, and I will also put my Twitter down in the description below. I tweet out every time that I'm live. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Peace out.